Check, check, want to test, check, check. check. Hello, check.
நீங்க கொலை பண்ண அனுப்பின 3 பேர் என்கவுண்டர்ல செத்துட்டாங்க.
என்னடா அவனை தப்பிக்க விட்டுட்டு வந்து நிக்கிறீங்க?
உண்மையை சொல்லிட்டு உசுரோட இருக்கீங்களா? நீங்க பொய் சொல்லிட்டு பொட்டுன்னு சாவறீங்க.
आता हुआ पैसा ना सबको अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन जब वही
भाई मेरी फीड में उर्फी की ये वीडियो आई है और उस बंदी ने क्या सही बात बोली है।
पैसा टिकता नहीं है, सेविंग की होती है ना तो सबकी कटती है, और अगर आपके पास पैसा टिक नहीं रहा है ना तो मेरी
दो दोस्तों की दोस्ती का असली टेस्ट कब होता है?
अरे मैं दे देता हूँ। अरे मैं दे देता हूँ। मुझ पे छोड़ दे यार। जार ऐप की सेविंग्स कब काम आएंगी?
अरे वाह,
ये कौन सा ऐप है? ये जार ऐप है। यहाँ पे आप अपने पैसे 24 कैरेट गोल्ड में सेव कर सकते हो और जब जरूरत पड़े तब विड्रॉ कर सकते हो। ठीक है सर, तू ही दे दे।
A very good evening to all of you. It's a very pleasant day. There is a sign of soft and gracious rainfall outside. in India, it's auspicious when you see that there is rainfall in the midst of global turmoil. It's great to see unity. Delighted that all of you are able to join us. In about 3 to 4 minutes, we will start the proceedings. Um, just a warm welcome on behalf of Department of Electronics, IT, BT, um, along with Karnataka Digital Economy Mission and all the industry partners. You will see all their names and logos everywhere. Thank you all for being here. In about few minutes, we will start with the official proceedings, and till then we have some music. But thank you all for making it here, and that helps us to start more or less exactly on time. Thank you. And very warm welcome to each of you. Uh, it is wisely said, coming together is the beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. Each of you in this room at this annual meet of Kdem know in which way you have been touched or your work has been touched by this wonderful quote which we call partners in progress, and how together we have shaped the ecosystem and built with the Department of IT, BT, Science and Technology, Kdem, and industry partners, a movement together. And it is very befitting that on this day, as we gather together to reflect, rejuvenate, and accelerate as we enter the decade of India, which is a decade which will be powered by tech, 2025 to 2035. It's apt that we start by honoring and respecting the wonderful state Karnataka. The state of Karnataka is a beautiful state from the length and breadth. If some of you have traveled, there are hidden gems and also visible gems in the state. So it is apt as we celebrate our success and also commit to work together to bring even more success to the state. May I request all of you to rise up and stand as we reflect and join together in the beautiful Karnataka state anthem. So, may I request the team to play it as we join in solemn silence and reverence.
Electronics
Thank you very much. We can be seated. Those were wonderful words that reminded us of the unity of bringing everybody together. All the religions, just like all the rivers, come together and meet in unison in the ocean. It's really interesting that we started with remembering and thanking our mother state, and it's interesting to note that the mother takes care of all her children. Just like that, we also have this wonderful day where you see the unity of different entities coming together to make sure that we are prepared and ready, especially in the world that is mixed and mired with complex geopolitical situations. There are wars, there are tariffs, and all kinds of problems. We hope that through peace, unity, and goodwill, we will be able to power towards the future. After this, may I request two of our members from the Kdem team, Bhavna and Spurti, to come on stage and invoke the blessings of the Almighty, just as we start with a small invocation song. So over to Bhavna and Spurti.
Namaskara. As the well-known Vachana goes, ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಬಲದಿಂದ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕೇಡು ನೋಡಯ್ಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಯ ಬಲದಿಂದ ತಮಂದದ ಕೇಡು ನೋಡಯ್ಯ. Light is the personification of knowledge, hope, and unity. Here, for us, light means digital economy. I am Spurti.
I'm Bhavna.
Part of KDEM are now singing Hachevu Kannadada Deepa, penned by D.S. Karki, composed by C. Ashwath.
ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಕರುನಾಡ ದೀಪ ಸಿರಿನುಡಿಯ ದೀಪ ಒಲವೆತ್ತಿ ತೋರುವ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಬಹುದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ಮೈ ಮರೆವೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿರುವ ಕೊಳೆಯ ಕೊಚ್ಚೇವು ಬಹುದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ಮೈ ಮರೆವೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿರುವ ಕೊಳೆಯ ಕೊಚ್ಚೇವು ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕಂಪು ಸೂಸಲು ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಣ ಚಾಚೇವು ನಡುನಾಡೆ ಇರಲಿ ಗಡಿನಾಡೆ ಇರಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕಡೆಯ ಕೆಚ್ಚೇವು ಮರೆತೇವು ಮರವ ತೆರೆದೇವು ಮನ ಎರೆದೇವು ಮನ ಹಿಡಿನನಪ ನರ ನರವನೆಲ್ಲ ಹುರಿಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಹೊಸದು ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ನಮ್ಮವರು ಗಳಿಸಿದ ಹೆಸರುಳಿಸಲು ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಬಂದು ಗೂಡೇವು ನಮ್ಮೆದೆಯ ಮಿಡಿಯುವಿ ಮಾತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತೆಯನ್ನು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೇವು ನಮ್ಮುಸಿರು ತೀಡುವಿ ನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಂಗಲ್ಯ ಗೀತೆ ಹಾಡೇವು ತೊರೆದೇವು ಮರುಳ ಕಡೆದೇವು ಇರುಳ ಪಡೆದೇವು ತಿರುಳ ಹಿರಿಡೆಗ ಕರುಳೆಂಬ ಕುಡಿಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನೆ ಮುಡಿಸಿ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ 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 ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
May the light shine forth and dispel darkness, and may the light give clarity for people who are willing to collaborate to find the best path forward. Excellent, and thank you so much for that wonderful rendition. Deeply meaningful song. And now it's time to move to the official welcome. May I now request our dynamic and almost team spirited leader, which many of you know personally, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, who is the CEO of Karnataka Digital Economy Mission, to come over and give us a welcome address and also set the context of this evening and how it will help each of us take value, gain value, and unlock value. A big round of applause to the wonderful leader, and almost he feels like a team member when you work with him, but nonetheless a great visionary leader. Over to you, Sanjeev.
Thank you, Jose. Very good evening, everyone. A little bit more louder, sir. Thank you so much. What an extraordinary sight this is for me, personally. A hall filled with the great leaders, innovators, dreamers, builders, and people who always says, I'm with you, Kdem, I'm with you, Government of Karnataka, I'm with you, with Department of ITBT, and etc. Lovely to have this hall filled up with so many great leaders around. Thank you for making time, and thank you for showing the spirit of Karnataka is a great. Thank you for that. Welcome to the annual day of Kdem, the Karnataka Digital Economy Mission 2026. Friends, tonight is not just another event. Tonight reflects that what belief can do. Let me begin by welcoming our distinguished guest. We will shortly be having our own chief guest, Mr. Priyank Khargeji, our Honorable Minister for Electronics, ITBT, RDPR, Government of Karnataka. In fact, his vision has always been to continue looking at how do we create a digital imagination of a state which is minging up proud India and more positioning it across the world. It's great to have his leadership with us. And also, we are very happy to have our own chairman, Mr. P.V. Naidu-ji. Warm welcome, sir. So your guidance strengthen this mission every single day. We have our own co-chairperson, secretary of the department, but she is not well today. She's just unwell. She's not able to make it right now here. But her clarity and conviction has always been given a very positive momentum to every initiative that Kdem has taken so far. Warm welcome to Rahulji, who is the Managing Director and Director of the KIDS. Warm welcome to Selva Kumarji, the Principal Secretary, the Additional Chief Secretary, Bhagwan Kare, wo Chief Secretary bane. And then the one is to bring him as the Commerce and Industry Principal Secretary for us. Warm welcome, sir. You have been guiding light for all of us. Our guest of honor, Shri Arvind Kumarji, sir, the Director General of STPI. I'm so grateful for him because he's the one who has been driving the STPI as an organization, is driving the growth of a digital economy, so to say, in IT, ITS, and GCCs from decades and decades and old. And when he took the charge of the STPI, we see a new light into the entire ecosystem. Today, not only the IT, ITS, GCCs, but also the startups where he's paying very strong attention. In fact, he asked me one day, give me another analysis on what more can be done on the startups. Sir, I'm still working on your homework. But warm welcome to, in the Kdem annual event, and thank you for your kind presence here. We also have our Judicial Director, Sanjay Tyagi ji. Sanjay Tyagi ji, thank you so much. आप तो हमारे पार्टी में ही हैं, right? We are together in the game of attracting the digital economy in the state of Karnataka. But warmly welcome you. We have our Consulate Generals. Thank you so much for being here today. Lovely to have the people around from the Consulate General offices, trade offices, and etc. Our media friends from various media houses, our industry partners, Ashok ji, ISA, Bhaskar ji, from NASCOM, SOCHM, and all the industry partners that we have. If I take the names, this evening will be not ending today. So will we say all the partners in progress, lovely to have you with us. Friends, every mission has a turning point. And today I had a chance to share with you a turning point which defines the character of the Kdem. And the moment came right at the beginning itself. In fact, in year 2020, within a weeks of the formation of the Kdem, a pandemic came to us. And uncertainty, silence on our streets, and the digital economy was being tested like never before. But adversity did not slow us down. It shaped us. It sharpened us. We built up teams on screens. We made plans without stepping out. We kept moving when everything around us was paused. And that is why I want to say that is clearly, out of these 5 calendar years, Kdem has actually put together a 3.5 years, so to say, active in the ground work. And in these 3.5 years, not 5, what you are doing to witness tonight is nothing short of a remarkable journey that we have done so far. It proves that progress is not defined by time, but it is defined by intent, by courage, and by collaboration. The journey is not a story of constraints, it's a story of resilience. When Kdem was formed, we made a bold choice. We chose to aim higher than what we seemed comfortable, to set targets that made people pause and think. We spoke of contributing India's aspiration of $1 trillion, by us $300 billion, 1/3 by one state. This is the aspiration we took. We spoke of unicorns. We spoke about the VC's ecosystem needs to be strengthened and reaching to $150 billion of cumulative capital that can be brought in. We aimed for attracting 100 mid-term, mid-size ESDM, GCC companies coming up here. We aspired for the startups to grow and contribute 5% of the Karnataka's state GDP. Yes, the targets were ambitious. Yes, they were bold, and yes, some wondered if we would be able to reaching too far. But we were not measuring numbers. We were measuring belief. We were measuring Karnataka's potential, a potential that has always been limitless. Across every vertical, every focus areas that we focused on the Kdem, we converted aspirations into actions. And we did just set goals. We chased them with a purpose. You forget your teacher all the time because you are so much involved into your discussions and your spirit of life. My teacher, who is a mentor and also guided the entire organizations, I want to welcome Dr. Ramana Reddy, sir, my mentor. Sir, in the spirit of the talk, I just went on with the discussions on this. As you all know, Kdem stands on the 5 powerful verticals, our collective superpower. And in these superpowers, there's a secret sauce of what we come across of the Karnataka success. Why every other state says that I want to become like Karnataka, I want to become city like Bangalore. It is because there's a secret sauce. And the secret sauce is ability to collaborate at scale with all partners together, government, industry, institutions, and the people around us. This transition has given us a fantastic years. In last 3.5 years, we have progressed a lot. And in these progress, so many industry people has contributed a lot. Today, I'm going to show you first ever a digital economy dashboard where we are. And I think we have done this based on looking into the estimates of the numbers. Long time back, almost 4 years back, or 4.5 years back, McKinsey had done a big study for India. And in the study, they came out about the digital economy parameters. And they said that what's the digital economy will look like. Based on those research and etc., we have come out with this dashboard. Friends, let me just take you a small dashboard here with us. And we want to welcome Rahulji, the MD of KITS and the Director of ITBD Department with us. Thank you, Rahulji, for being with us. What you see today, India's GDP is $3.9 trillion. And the Karnataka's GDP is $345 billion. We're growing around 8.5% on basis, but expected to grow 10% going forward. India's digital economy, which is right now raised around $529 billion in 2024-25 and planning to reach around 1.2 trillion by 2030. Karnataka going to take a larger chunk of this, a disappropriate share of the digital economy. Friends, I'm very happy to share we have reached Karnataka's digital economy roughly around $159 billion. Conservative targets, if we are picking up a very conservative one, we are aiming for roughly around $329 billion. But if we go a stretch target for us, we would be $400 billion plus. What this stretch means? The stretch means the people like you collaborating, feeling it and making it happen. Total tech economy, if I just include the biotech also into this, and if I see the numbers, as on today, and if we stretch it to let's say 2030, our numbers, not a stretch, just on a conservative one, we will be reaching around $415 billion while the biotechnology comes into place. And what the dashboard does is, it goes deep down into every segment of it. If you go to the 5 pillars that I'm talking about, IT, ITS, and IT, ITS divides the 2 parts, the exports and the domestic. And in those fields, we are going to be around 160, from $85 billion to IT exports today, we're looking at reaching around $165 billion. A 1.9x growth that is we need now in going forward for the next 5 years. Today, the IT domestic is $17 billion. We're looking at around $34 billion to be in the stage coming up in 2031. ESDM is a growing sector for us and also hitting very important elements of beyond Bangalore. $37 billion today, we're looking at around $90 billion plus by 2031-32. Some of these newly digitized sectors, which contributes into larger segments of the play, we have calculated around $20 billion to reaching to $35 billion. Startups, we are the highest in number. We're estimating around 45,000 plus startups to be next 4-5 years period of time. Biotechnology, as I said, $39 billion can contribute up to $80 billion plus. The 6 clusters that we have, the Beyond Bangalore, I'm so happy that this dashboard also takes into the Beyond Bangalore as a perspective of it. And if I look at those, I'm very happy to share with you, 167 companies have set up their operations in these clusters in the last 3 years. And it's a hard work that's been gone through it. 127 new setups, 40 expansions, and creating almost 11,000 new job opportunities for the people around. Beyond Bangalore, the digital economy today is contributing from the perspective of the estimates around $10.8 billion. And if we look at while we're growing, we are for sure reaching to $33 or $34 billion in next 4 to 5 years period of time. We have also identified certain industries which are very, very important for us. Looking from the EV, from the clean energy, the data centers, the digital infrastructure, agriculture, healthcare, fintech, banking, and electronics and semiconductor. the logistics and supply chain. And all these segments, you've gone a deep dive into where we are and what is the progress and what is the we can move forward in the next couple of years. This dashboard will go live shortly. It's still in a beta phase right now. But yes, it will be given to you. You can have a look at it. And if you have any feedback to me in terms of improvising these numbers or source of data more articulately, please feel free to reach out to me and let me know. We'll be happy to take it. Namaskar, madam. Warm welcome to the SBI Chief General Manager with us here today. Thank you so much, madam, for with us. Before we begin the showcase, I want to express my deepest gratitude to each one of you who believed in this mission. Each of Kdem team member is a volunteer of this mission. To each one of who contributed not just a part of your mind, but a part of your heart. Kdem is not a project. It's a collective movement with a shared purpose. Friends, tonight is a celebration of how far we have come and reminder of how far we can go together. So I invite you all to fully present here and enjoy this evening with the momentum of feeling proud and feel the future unfolding. With this, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again and welcome to the Kdem annual meet. Thank you so much.
It's really amazing to see that dashboard and a speech filled with numbers and a speech that helps people assess where we are in the truest sense. Data is the closest one can get to truth. And in the end, I saw your call of telling people if you have inputs to correct it and make it better, to give it. That's really amazing. If you go through Jim Collins' book, Level 5 leaders have to be leaders who are humble, who are willing to learn, and therefore get better every day. So thank you so much, Sanjeev. A big round of applause for Sanjeev, who is brilliantly leading Kdem and taking everyone together. In fact, when they started with the Beyond Bangalore initiative, many of us were doubting whether it will really work, because the whole world knows Bangalore, and now to disrupt that thinking and to create additional threads of thought of there could be something beyond Bangalore as well is truly visionary. So congratulations to Naidu sir and to Sanjeev ji for that wonderful leadership. Well, because Karnataka Digital Mission is a digital mission, we have 3 digital messages coming to you right from the heart of industry leaders. So we have them in order. So may I first request our team to play a short message from Sri Chris Gopalakrishnan. All of you know Chris, who was a founding member of Infosys and also an industry mentor, part of the Vision Group for Karnataka startups, continues to give to the larger ecosystem and is always willing and ready to contribute. So let's have his message first. Thank you.
Hello, this is Chris Gopalakrishnan. On the occasion of Annual Meet 2026 of Kdem, I wish all the members congratulations and compliments on a great work that you have done over the last few years. We have put Beyond Bangalore as part of the vocabulary for government as well as industry. Today, we have seen the clusters grow in Mysuru, in Mangalore, Dharwad, etc. And I'm seeing more and more interest in moving businesses to these locations. I wish the team all the success in the future. We should see balanced growth across Karnataka, and Kdem has played an important role in making this happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful message. A big round of applause to Chris, who couldn't be here in person. Nonetheless, it's very clear how they also are looking at the continuous progress being made by Kdem. Next, we'd like to have Sri Mohan Das Pai's video, please. Of course, he needs no introduction. Everybody knows him. You might see him in the news channels every day. They say that if you really want to progress, you have to keep your critic even closer than your friend. So let's see what Mohan Das Paiji has to say about Kdem. Yeah.
I'm very happy to know that Kdem is having his annual meet 2026 in Bangalore. Kdem has done a fantastic job in carrying out his mandate. It's become a catalyst for change. It has rich domain expertise, an ability to market Karnataka beyond Bangalore, an ability to understand technology, and the staff have done a great job in getting industry to come to cities beyond Bangalore and create high quality jobs. Kdem over the years has made sure that Mysore, Bangalore, Hubli Dharwad, Belgavi, Kalburgi, and other areas of Karnataka where there's rich human talent is getting attention. They've been a catalyst to invite enterprises to come there in technology, and they're doing a great job, and you can see the results right now. There's great excitement in all these cities outside Bangalore because of the effects of Kdem. Kdem is indeed a catalyst for change, and I congratulate the government of Karnataka for this and Minister Priyanka Kardge for this very great initiative. Now, Kdem should do 5x more than what they have done by 2030 to create at least 150, 200,000 jobs outside beyond Bangalore in the next 5 years by 2030. Kdem should have a high target, and I'm sure you folks are going to do it. You are a great group of people. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Great message indeed. You saw the value that Mr. Pai brings. He straight away made the target 10x of what was there, right? So it's amazing to have leaders like that. Only when you aim high, or if you aim for the stars, you'll reach the moon at least. And now the last message from industry partner and CEO of Kindle in India, Lingraju Saukar.
Hello, Kdem team. My best wishes to you on the celebration of your annual day. I'm sorry I'm not able to be there physically because of a conflicting schedule. Kdem, led by Sanjeev under the dynamic leadership of Sri B.V. Naidu and with great support from the Karnataka government, has made great strides in driving up the tech investments in the state. Kdem has been a true force multiplier and has enabled the growth of the ecosystem very, very strongly. The team has a great positive attitude and a really can-do approach to solve and resolve every problem for the industry. I wish Kdem great success in the years to come by, and even now, as the aperture of opportunity widens up with AI and the latest geopolitical situation, which does present a greater opportunity for growth of investment in the state of Karnataka. My best wishes once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lingraju Saukar. It's really amazing what he says, the force multiplier. You know, 1+1 can be 2, but it can be more as well. I think this is a clear evidence of the work that Kdem is doing. In fact, a few days ago when I was at the office, I could see Mr. Lingraju Saukar meeting a lot of people and already working with Kdem. You know, this probably a few years ago would be unthinkable that the CEO of a $1 billion+ company is sitting in a partner organization and interacting. So this is really amazing, and it's good to see that action is happening on the ground. Well, unless we go deeper, we don't get greater clarity into the work that's happening. So interestingly, Kdem is structured in very interesting verticals, and it's really good since we're all here in person today to get that deep dive and understanding of what's happening in each vertical, because maybe some of us can help those verticals accelerate, connect some dots, can see what else can be done. So it's really well and thoughtful idea to have each of these verticals present. So first is the ESDM, which is the Electronic System Design and Manufacturing vertical. So may I call upon Mr. Ajay Krishnan, VP of Kdem for the ESDM sector, to come and give us a very interesting, short, precise and brief deep dive into the ESDM sector. Big round of applause to Mr. Krishnan.
Thank you, everybody. I'd like to welcome JC, Jitendra Chadha from Global Foundries, as well as Sanjeev Keskar to the stage as well, please. If you could, while they make their way to the stage, Honorable Minister, sir, although he's not here, but a warm welcome to him. Our Chief Guest, Arvindji, Madam Secretary, Chairman Garu, Ramna Reddy, sir, MD, sir, you are here. Namaskara, Subha Kalyana, good evening. My name is Ajay Krishnan, and I am in the ESDM vertical. I'm joined by two very esteemed members of the ESDM task group at Kdem, Jitendra Chadha, head of Global Foundries and the chairman of the task group, and Sanjeev Keskar, again a member of the task group, but a very esteemed industry leader, and both of them collectively have eons of experience. Over the last 2 years, ESDM at Kdem has been busier than the Bangalore traffic signal during peak hour. but thankfully with far smoother outcomes. We have worked with the industry, government, academia to ensure Karnataka stays the most exciting tech destination in India. Our beyond Bangalore cities, Mysuru, Hubli, Belgaum, Dharwad, Mangalore, Tumkuru, and Kalburgi, and Davangere, no longer are aspirational locations, they have arrived. We are actively working to position companies in these locations. Very happy to say a lot of people from beyond Bangalore are here. We have just day before yesterday, with the help of Commerce and Industry Department, Suyo Manufacturing is going to set up a 250 crore plant for manufacturing 250 kVA motors, electrical motors. So that's one of the first contributions this year for Beyond Bangalore. Our Thank you. A lot of the guidance that we get is, of course, from our industry leaders and industry association partners like IESA, which are here. Um, Ashokji, Dr. Veerapan, thank you so much. Our task groups, including the ESDM group, have brought about industry leadership right at the heart of what we do. We support investments, we solve challenges, we accelerate projects, and held enough stakeholder meetings to qualify as an Olympic sport. We meet people a lot. You want us, we are there. But the real highlight is the momentum. Karnataka isn't just participating in the electronics and semiconductor wave, we are helping shape it. As an industry colleague from London put it, every chip designed in this world learns A, B, and C. A for Austin, B for Bangalore, and C for Cambridge. And today, as we celebrate Kdem's annual day, we are just not looking back proudly. We are much more enthused towards the future. Before I get into the details, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very delighted to have these two gentlemen on the stage with us, who are also helping us shape the industry in their own rights and as members of Kdem as well. One of my questions is to JC, just to get you involved. From your perspective, what have been the most meaningful shifts in the ESDM ecosystem over the last couple of years?
What are the shifts last couple of years?
Last couple of years.
Why do you want to look behind?
Let's look at the future.
Yeah. Actually, it felt like principal calling. And after 30 years, I'm thinking, I'm just standing to answer something. But, you are asking me this question, but who is paying your bills?
The government.
Government. I think you should ask, like, what government wants you to do. Because you will listen to me and then ignore it after some time. But, few things. I think a couple of things. I think I'm purposely saying that in the future, because it's changing so fast, so much, that we have to really look what is coming in the future. And, I was really impressed with everything Sanjeev showed, and you talked about the progress we have been able to make over the last 3-4 years. Couple of things. I think you are on the top as far as India states are concerned. I think it's very challenging to stay at the top when there is so much of disruptions happening, and lot of other states are looking at how they can really be coming ahead of what Karnataka has been able to do so far. So there are 2 or 3 things I would say in the future, which not only I'm telling this to the Kdem or to Karnataka, but I'm actually also working in my own company and with my colleagues. A lot of you guys are here. We have been talking about it. I think the number one, I think there is a digital world in Kdem, a digital economic mission. But one of the biggest challenges of future of digital economy will be the physical infrastructure constraint. So one of the things we need to look at is, yes, digital, but what are the physical challenges the world will face, and how Karnataka can be the provider or the solution provider for it. Like we have stayed ahead of the game in the digital world, how we can also stay ahead of the physical world that is required for the digital economy. And there are not, I'm not talking just data centers, I'm not just talking energy, those are good, but there are a lot of other new materials, new chemicals that will be required to solve the problems that we have today in the digital world. I'll give you one example, and then, because I don't want to take one, see, till now we have been facing the challenge of north to south, we call it, right? So data goes from I do something on my phone, data goes to the server, data comes back. It's called north to south. But now the constraint is happening within the data centers where the data has to go within the servers itself, which is one of the biggest constraints. It's not north to south, it's east to west that we are facing. So these are some of the things, new materials, new challenges that we have to prepare to be able to solve these problems for the future. That is the only way, I think, states like Karnataka, which are known for digital economy, can stay ahead of lot of hubs of digital economies in the world, whether you take Bay Area, Israel, even the UAE for that matter, where they have built a lot of physical infrastructure there. The second one, I would say, this is not related to technology. First one is technological. But the second one is, I think for the first time, the states will have to get prepared for the geopolitical scenarios. I think it was the federal issue, it was the central issue till now. But I think there is a challenge and also there is an opportunity where states can collaborate in some of the challenges the other hubs are having in the geopolitical scenario, Israel being one of the examples, how we can complement or take over some of the solutions that they have been working on. And the last one, I would say, I think if what Kdem can really help government do is how the digital next level of digital economy, the AIs and MLs, can be useful in the governance of how we govern Karnataka. And those opportunities should be available to our deep tech ecosystem or startups to be able to use it as a governance within the governance infrastructure, if I will. So those are the three things I would say for the future.
Thank you so much, JC. Just to add to that, Sanjeev, can you give an MSME perspective, because that's a huge growth area that we should look at as well?
Sure, Ajayji. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Electronic system design and manufacturing. This sector is one of the fastest growing industry in India today. An industry which was $150 billion last year is going to be $400 billion by 2030. And till now, the biggest challenge for this industry was the local value addition, because most of the electronic product today we are doing kit assembly in India, and there is a need to create really the entire value chain of semiconductor, passive component, connector, cable, bare PCB, as well as the IP creation, chip design, as well as embedded electronic product design. And now with the ISM policy, India Semiconductor Mission Policy, and ECMS, Electronic Component Manufacturing Scheme, there is a big focus on developing the component ecosystem. I will touch base on last 2 years what Kdem and this ESDM team has done. We have not only focused on Bangalore as a core center of electronic design as well as VLSI chip design, but we really gone beyond Bangalore. Last year, we did a very large ESDM event at Belgavi, and that too in Vikas Sauda, the parliament in Belgavi, and it was a very successful one-day event. We took Yatra along with ISA team to Mysuru, and we took industry by bus to Mysuru for again a whole day event. We are developing Mysuru as a EMC, Electronics Manufacturing Cluster. We are developing Dharwad, Hubli and Belgavi as a EMC. And now also Tumkuru is going to be the focus. Bangalore already has more than 50% of chip design activity as well as embedded electronics activity. How we can really now focus on manufacturing, how we can make Karnataka as a leader in manufacturing, that will be the next focus of this Kdem team of ESDM. Semiconductor projects as well as bare PCB project. See, in electronics manufacturing, Karnataka is already very strong with leading EMS companies like Keynes, Centum, Cyient, Vinyas, Indic, and now Foxconn coming in Dodbolapur in such a big way. I don't know how many of you have seen the Dodbolapur plant of Foxconn. We are definitely going to play a big role into electronics manufacturing services. But how we can really create OEMs like Tejas Network is in Bangalore, how we can create more Tejas Network, how we can have wafer fabs and ATMP OSAT, how we are going to attract the compound semiconductor project in our state. That is going to be major focus for Kdem moving forward and this ESDM task force. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjeevji. Thank you, JC. And associations, ministers are, Commerce and Industry Department, Ministry of Finance, everybody. We're working very closely to achieve those numbers. What I can assure you is we will completely handhold projects end to end to make them happen, to succeed. And succeed Karnataka should be the mantra for all of us. Thank
In the room, I want to address that. One of the basic things, I think I talked about the trends, Sanjeev talked about a lot of things that we can do. One basic thing if we can do, that will move the needle very far. Can we have our approval systems be done faster? I think we have a big pipeline, and I think, yes, we can look at the trends, we can look at the future. I think if we can form some kind of a structure with the government, Kdem helping around it, if we can, approve some of the projects which are in the pipeline today, I think we can already take 3-5x approach that, we just heard some of the leaders talk about.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful perspective, and also ending on that note, we need to make approvals digital as well. So speed and scale have to meet, and that's when it can create an accelerated opportunity for everybody. Now we move to the next important vertical, which is called Beyond Bengaluru. You have seen signs of that. May I call upon Sanjeev Gupta ji again on stage, and also request the different cluster heads of Beyond Bengaluru to also please come on stage and join Mr. Sanjeev here.
Yeah, I am standing on behalf of my colleague Chetan, who is not well and he is taking rest, so I'm just standing on behalf of him. But whatever you see is the credit of the team and the cluster leaders with us. We have Rohit, who is industry anchor from Mangalore. We have from Kalburgi. We have Mr. Bhaskar from Mysore, and our cluster heads. Cluster heads, you can also join, right? And just give us space for us to just let us know. Move on to the next one, please. As I said, we have reached around 165, 167 companies, 11,000 people. All credit goes to these leaders who are sitting or standing on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a hand of applause for this. Lovely, thank you so much. Mr. Venkatesh ji, Mr. Santosh ji with us here now. Thank you so much for Belgavi and Hubli. Next slide, please. This is a journey which we started very, very, very importantly about creating a GCCs in the ecosystem of Beyond Bangalore. Very happy to share that we have now 15 GCCs coming in the last 3.5 years. We're creating 3,000 jobs in the Beyond Bangalore clusters. Isme to banta hai. Now, and the one which has been going across is reaching to 700 people, team members in these locations. Okay, next slide, please. If you pick up the manufacturing, as ESD was talking about, these are the important companies, important locations which have set up their operations, manufacturing in the Beyond Bangalore cluster. We move on because ESDM has taken up this initiative very differently. Next slide, please. This is the picture which I want to share with you. 11 lakh square feet world-class IT infrastructure is now available in my Beyond Bangalore cities and towns. The companies, and this is what we show the power of the infrastructure in the Beyond Bangalore region. Next slide, please. Government has recently announced amazing efforts for us in terms of Center of Excellence in different locations. We have got these 11 new TBIs. We have got the Center of Excellences. Friends, a state which is committed for the Beyond Bangalore and has given 258 crores right now in this year and taking up initiatives in the Beyond Bangalore regions. So for the government and for the state, all over here, thank you so much and helping us to drive this growth in these locations. What is the way forward? We are looking at more of 10 GCCs, more than 30, 35, 40 new companies to come down there, and all the parameters that we need. Next year when we meet, we'll show you the progress, cumulative, and the work of the last 1 year. Now, I would request, we can move on. Thank you so much for the slides. We can come on the middle of the stage, please, all of you. These are the Kdem industry, the Kdem cluster heads, and these are the industry anchors who help us. This is an ideal combination that works at the cluster level to prove that. I would request each one of you take a short line and share. Can I have a mic, please, here?
Yeah, mics are here. Mics are here.
Oh, mic is there. Okay. Oh, you have a cordless mic with you? Yes. Okay, so start.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vaishak.
and I represent the cluster that has gone from potential to proof. The Mangaluru cluster, which is currently also known as popularly Silicon Beach of India. I have Rohit sir with me, who has put in all his efforts in last couple of years and has made sure with Kdem and even in his personal capacity to put in all the efforts to grow Mangalore. Rohit sir, I have a quick couple of questions to you. Sir, 40 IT companies, quite some GCCs, and we are building more and more. Could you please share your experience so far and what comes next that is going to be even better for Mangaluru cluster?
Yeah, I think we have some very strong momentum going for the entire Mangaluru cluster, which include Mangalore, Manipal, and Udupi. The key number is 40 plus companies have started in the region. Around 7,000 plus new jobs have been created in the region, and there is a very strong momentum getting into this region. We celebrated our very first TICON in Mangalore. 800 plus delegates attended. 50 of them from outside the country came in to understand what is this entire vibrancy about. And our biggest strength is that we are education hub, we are a healthcare hub, and we used to be a very strong place for banking. But the underlying thing is, we have an extremely strong diaspora. The people from our region have gone out and built fantastic corporations, heading fantastic corporation, and we are seeing them interested now and wanting to be a part of the entire growth of the Mangalore cluster. So I think, and they're asking us, how can we help? Can we come and set up? Who can help us and all those things? So I think the momentum is there, and I invite people, who are in the audience. I see Consul General, coming there and bringing companies from across the region. And as an industry, we will help you. We work very closely with Kdem, and we will be glad as industry leaders in our region to help any company that wants to come here. We will make you feel very welcome and help you with any transition management issues that you might have. Please, welcome to Mangalore.
Thank you, it's lovely. You go to the next. Thank you. Hello everyone, I am Sudhir. I am heading the Kdem Mysore cluster. Mysore is very close to Bangalore. The advantage is that we are very close. The disadvantage is that we are close. So everybody who comes to Mysore ends up expecting a piece of Bangalore, especially when it comes to infra. So Mysore has been a choke point for us, has been able to deliver a quality infra as much as Bangalore. So this is where an initiative that we have led from Kdem along with the industry participation has been the Global Technology Center, setting up a model for the Beyond Bengaluru. And this initiative has been driven by the industry, and we have now reached a stage of completion. So I would now request Bhaskar sir to talk about Global Technology Center and how you have seen it grow and how it is going to add value to Mysore.
Sure. So as Sudhir said, Mysore has the advantages that are happening in Mysore. In the last 2 years, after the connectivity has improved between Bangalore and Mysore, I think we see a tremendous amount of change that is actually happening in Mysore, and that is also bringing a lot of innovation and innovative companies to Mysore. And existing companies like Excel Soft going public recently, and before that, Case Technology going public has definitely added lots of impetus to what kind of work is being done in Mysore. So therefore, a place like GTC, or Global Technology Center, has added additional 110,000 square feet of space to the available space that exists in Mysore today. And it is being done at a much more competitive or much lesser than what the market rate exists today in Mysore. So I think a place like GTC with active support from Kdem and the state government is a big advantage for Mysore. For companies that are coming in and be wanting to set up shop, I think they can set up a shop in a fully contained GTC, and they don't have to step out. It's a fully integrated setup. I think that's a good, big advantage for Mysore.
Thank you, Bhaskar. Thank you, Sudhir.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Venkatesh Deshpande. I head a slightly more complicated region, which is Hubli, Dharwad, and Belgaum. We have our differences, but we love each other. We speak different languages in both cities, but we still love each other. We have three people from our cluster today here. First of all, I would like to thank Suyo team for choosing Dharwad as their manufacturing hub. Uh, they're going to invest 250 crores into Dharwad, create more than 100 people employment. We needed this win very badly. We had a little bit of FOMO with Mangaluru, with the kind of noise they're making. And I'm glad all our industry leaders in Hubli, Dharwad, Belgaum are now coming together. We have started making our own noise. So we are going to compete a little bit. And I would request all the industries to pick carefully and please come visit us too. There were a lot of people who came from this room who did not know how Belgaum looked, how Hubli is. When they came for Textilation last year, I got a lot of feedback saying, "Aisa bhi hai Belgaum mein, airport bhi hai." They were like, "Yes, it's a beautiful place. You should come visit." So a lot of people don't know what's happening there. I would request you all to make an effort, come see what's happening. While we are now concentrating on the infrastructure, so my question to Venkatesh ji and Santosh ji, I'll let you answer from Belgaum and Hubli standpoint is, now that we have identified the key focus areas for us and we are now pushing for world-class infrastructure, how do you see that's going to help grow this region? And what do you think is lacking and what can the industry here bring to the table which will help us grow faster?
Venkatesh, before answering your this thing, that we are competing with Mangalore. I'm very happy to say that we are not competing. Rohitji has been complimenting Belgaum.
Yeah, absolutely. I saved that for the last one. We did a cross-cluster, event.
Hats off to him for whatever world-class infrastructure he has created in Mangalore. But he traveled all the way to Hubli and Belgaum to talk to us, educate us, and offer everything possible under this thing to develop the software. And based on his inspiration, one of the local entrepreneur is putting up a 75,000 square feet IT park. That name is appearing there. Well, apart from that, today again, Honorable Minister also talked about what government is doing to develop infrastructure, IT sector in Belgaum. It was very heartening to see that news today in the afternoon. So a lot is happening, a lot is yet to happen, but thanks to Kdem for all the support what they have been giving us.
Yes, thank you. And let me start my journey with B.V. Naidu sir. Actually, I should tell you a little story. I started my company in Hubli in July of 1999. Come a long way, 26 years, and my heart is in Surathkal, where I studied NIT. So Bangalore is no way competition to me. It's always been my, alma mater. And Mysore is also my alma mater because I briefly studied in JC College also. So with all that in mind, I was recently in North Carolina, the research park. It's called the Research Triangle. So now Silicon Valley, Sanjeev ji stole it. Our Silicon Beach went out. So really I'm thinking that why not it can be a research triangle, that is the Silicon Triangle of Karnataka, because we have Hubli, Dharwad and Belgaum. I don't think any three cities, such proximity and can contribute. Some of the highlights I would like to say, since given a chance here, is historically we have been strong in manufacturing. Actually, if you see, the largest wall manufacturing, industrial wall manufacturing cluster is in Hubli. Then we have Acres Aerospace, ACZ in Belgaum. Glass manufacturing, world's India's second largest glass manufacturer is there. Foundry is very big in Belgaum. Same way, maybe you are not caught up with the IT revolution much, but thanks to Sanjeev ji, Kdem, and the entire team, I still remember having chat with Ramna Reddy sir and everyone. I Merit sir, just to tell you, which is a global AI annotation and solutions company. Can you guess how many numbers they are in Hubli? Like, I'll not guess. Globally, they may be about 10,000. They will be touching 1,000 in soon. Like, wow. So not many would know, like Venkatesh was mentioning, that I request each one of the leaders, the delegates from all the media, that you should come. And I think one last thing which probably none of you have offered. We all talk of roti, kapda, and makan. I assure you, for roti, you come to my house, you'll have not Karnataka food, which no one will offer. Kapda, you have to bring yourself. And makan, stay at my place. I don't think anyone can offer this. Please, I heartily welcome each one of you to Hubli, Dharwad, Belgaum.
Thank you, Santoshji. Thank you, Venkateshji.
A quick one. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for having this session for us. We've already heard Venkatesh sir and Santosh sir speak about Hubli Dharwad. I know Venkatesh started with the love and hate relationship, but we are proud Karnataka members and proud Indians, end of the day, to represent and hold each other together. So our primary focus of late has been in the women's space, right? We are looking at sabbatical, women getting back to work, and the AI has been everywhere. We're talking about AI everywhere, right? So we want to make sure we start upskilling a lot of women, and then we are soon holding a job fair for all women in that particular region. So just not for roti, kapra, makan, but then you can also come and hire women, great talent. I bet you'll not regret for that visit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Shudesh.
Thank you, Shudesh.
Sujay?
So good evening everyone, I'm Sujay Mudgal and I'm cluster head for Kalburgi cluster.
Our new cluster, which is now getting a shape now. Sujay, go ahead.
Yes, so when I say it's Kalburgi cluster, it's just not the Kalburgi district. Under my cluster, I have 7 districts, that's a huge responsibility. But I'm very proud of being a part of Kdem, and I first want to thank Sanjeev sir and Kdem to bringing up this new cluster ahead. All I can say is we are Kalyan Karnataka plus Bijapur as a Kalburgi cluster. So one thing I can say is, beyond the cement factories and Turdal, now we are shifting to agri-tech and, ESDM and other ITBT startups also. So I want to have a word with Dadappa sir. Sir, as we are formally, joining the Beyond Bangalore Cluster League now as a Kalburgi cluster, how excited are you about this, and what are our visions together for the Kalburgi? I just want the world to know about this.
Before you just start this, in the last financial year, 23 COEs, 1 COE has been in Kalburgi. Our incubation center, the startup world-class facility is now in Kalburgi now. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's made me feel proud and pleasure to be amongst you all the entrepreneurs. As Vijay was telling about this, it was only about dal and cement till now. Now the shift has changed, like education institutions have come up, and they are promoting entrepreneurship at a greater level. And I as an individual started IT companies, being outsourcing partner for IBM US and Graviton company. And my own staff, ex-staff have started their own 4 companies again. That in Kalburgi and Kevan City Park.
Very nice.
And likewise, I just was discussing it last week, the meeting with Sujay, there are about 40 startups working on with help of KDM. So as we can see that days are changing, and we are much happy for that, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I request to give a hand applause for all these industry anchors and the cluster heads for really at the grassroots level working it and making it happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Teamwork makes the dream work. So, indeed, it's interesting that sometimes it's critical to note that together we become stronger, and what one of us can take us over our target. Now we move to the next very important and critical vertical, which is called the GCC, or Global Capability Center. May I call upon Samir Venugopal, VP of Kdem, to take the proceedings.
Thank you so much. Mahal we have over here. Fantastic to see so many contributors to Kdem. It's a wonderful time to be changes, the AI change. It's a fantastic Bangalore and beyond Bangalore, of course. So my name is Samir Venugopal, and if you're wondering who you should reach out to if you wanted to do anything in the IT, ITES, GCC space, it's yours truly. So dial Kdem, dial Samir Venugopal. I'm here always to respond quickly at times, sometimes albeit slow. And my boss has a problem with that. I didn't start by wishing all the great dignitaries here because stumble. So just good evening and welcome to the Kdem Annual Day. I'm going to run you through some numbers and I want Sanjay to come over here. Right? Sanjay is my teammate and colleague. He works very closely with me. 2, 3 questions I'm going to randomly throw. I see so many friends over here who have answers. Sanjay, which is the state that does over $23 billion of fossil? You can't do it before, man. It's not fair. Okay. Which is a state that's got 50% of all AI talent in the country? Nobody else? Tell everybody here. Which is the state that in a 9-kilometer stretch hosts 240 Fortune 500 companies who are thriving and flourishing out of here? One city does it, and there is no other city like it. There never will be. That's Bangalore. So let's all put our hands together because you can't do it alone. It's not government doing it alone. You know, every person, whether an infrastructure builder who houses us, whether it's a provider of services, whether it's a software company, it could be the policies that are being built by government, smart, really cool entrepreneurs building startups that fuel the talent pool that's required for GCCs and vice versa, you know, from GCCs. And capability like Bangalore and Karnataka has, and there never will be. So once more to the indomitable spirit of this city and celebrating you all, let's put our hands together. So what have you done? Right? In 2021, there were 500 plus GCCs. And what's a GCC? It's a global capability center, a captive that's catering to the internal parent company, right? So we have, like we created a business and put India and Bangalore on the map of the world. While everybody was following us like a pack, we decided to of GCCs in the world. There's nobody like us on this planet. So we have 880 GCCs operating, and some of the states around us seem to be doing something in the GCC space. But again, we are differentiating ourselves because we said we are no longer going to just do legal work, HR work, and call ourselves GCCs. We will move to the next level, the next orbit of technology. And so we're doing very high-skilled, professional, technical, quantum work out of Bangalore, and that's not replicable. That's the message I want to leave you with. So from 2021 to 2026, we have roughly about 800 odd GCCs that are operating here. A lot of them, Kdem knows personally. A lot of them are in the room here today. So thank you for taking the time and making it here. From a talent perspective, today the GCCs, not the IT, just the GCCs, employ close to 6.5 lakh people, 650,000 people. And that's a humongous number. And I don't think that number, can be replicated here in the globe. Again, please move on. From an office absorption perspective, why is this important? Because if you want to look at companies that are emulating Karnataka, you would find that the amount of office space that is actually getting consumed, while they claim to be bringing in new GCCs, does not meet the same levels that somebody like a Bangalore has. So this is from a CBRE report where they've told us that again, for the 3 quarters in a row, Karnataka and Bangalore has the highest amount of office absorption. So this is the least absorption of office space. So there is nobody like us again. So 110, that's the number, 110 million square feet. That's what we're doing today. And, I can keep talking about myself, and you all know now who to connect with. But to take you through what we are going to do from here, which is the 26, I shouldn't be talking about myself because I'm the one delivering it. So my boss says, and I believe, you all know this gentleman. He is very well known in the IITIA circles. He is very well known in the Karnataka circle. Please welcome the regional director of NASCOM, the member of the IT Vision Group, a fellow board member, not fellow board member, board member of Kdem, Mr. Bhaskar Verma. Put your hands together for him, please.
Thanks, Samir. I believe what he has spoken about in terms of numbers. I will just give you a perspective. Whatever number you have seen, I will just double click what is India number. So every day you see in the newspaper, I think every day at least in 2 pages you see about the GCCs. And it's close to around 1800 plus. And 800 plus is in Karnataka. So almost one third. When we talk about the talent, closely 1.9 million plus across all over India. And one is again in Karnataka. One thing which I want to touch while we always have that energy and enthu about Karnataka, what's going to happen, and we always take the lead. But my suggestion to all of you as industry leaders, industry anchors, it's time to reset. And why I'm saying it's time to reset, and some of GCC leaders are here. I will tell you the numbers which we have recently published in NASCOM's strategy report. And while we can keep on talking about Karnataka, but the neighboring state is taking a little lead. While we have still the huge number, but right now the neighboring state, I don't know the name, it's there in the report. It's around 36%, and Karnataka is 32%. So that is the time now we have to reset. We have to see what different we can do from Kdem, which we always do. But time to just see what we are going to do and how we are going to position Kdem. The strategic roadmap, what we were talking about, adding 25 plus new GCCs in clusters beyond Bangalore. We have a lot of inspection on how we can get a GCC. There are a few already landing there, and they are doing a fantastic job. So you can be a brand ambassador, you can talk about what we can do beyond Bangalore and Bangalore. I always double click on the focus on the Bangalore and beyond Bangalore. So please talk about Bangalore, the kind of what is happening. It's not about a cost arbitrage. It's about the value. And there are multiple examples I can speak about. Boeing, I can speak about. Mercedes, the kind of work we are delivering from here. So that is the important task which we all can deliver. Create 3,000 plus direct jobs. What it means is, when we are talking about direct jobs, that will also create at least 3 times indirect jobs. So that is going to help Karnataka from the digital economy, but also the indirect jobs. And anchoring 10 plus next generation GCCs, which will focus on AI, cyber security, and there are multiple emerging technologies what we are focusing on. And this is important because what has happened in the AI Impact Summit, we have created that buzz. And Karnataka has always taken a lead, and Bangalore is always the epicenter. So I think this is the place where we all have to take it further. And we all are responsible. It's not only the job of Kdem, while Sanjeev Samir is doing a fantastic job. There's no doubt about it. But what is my share and how I can create an impact? So this is my request to each one of you. Samir, anything else to cover?
No, just that we're going to deliver 25 plus new GCCs in the coming year, 3,000 direct jobs, 2,000 of those in Bangalore and 1,000 beyond Bangalore. We're going to anchor 10 plus next-gen GCCs in beyond Bangalore. So beyond Bangalore, we are coming. So get it ready, get space ready. That's it. Jai Karnataka, Jai Hind.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now we see where the GCC can take us. If of course we are aligned and focused in our approach and strategy. Excellent. Now we quickly move on to the next vertical, which is startups and innovation. May I call upon State Sanjeev Gupta again, and also Madan Padaki, who is a board member of Sky Bangalore and also former president and also initiator of the Jan AI. All of us know Gen AI. Jan AI is truly democratizing AI and helping startups, especially in the rural communities, to see how they can leverage AI. So over to you.
Again, I'm standing for my colleague called Bharat. VP for us. He is not well. His father is not well actually. So he's taken him to the hospital. We'll take a couple of minutes. I have my anchor, Madan, who drives the ecosystem for us. Thank you, Madan, for joining me. Next slide, please, just to give you the progress, what we're doing right here. Next slide, please. Yeah. So we are very happy to share that now the number of startups which have been registered at the DPIIT has crossed almost 20,000 plus from the state of Karnataka. It's a very big number. And these are all the really tech startups which are there, right? That's one significant work that has been done. Second slide, please. And if you look at the entire startup ecosystem today, right, we have 53 unicorns from the states right now. And all of these, in fact, the angel investors which have gone up from this, a lot of work is happening by the ecosystem players from all across Thai chapters. We have a big Thai chapter from Mysore. We have now here and Thai Hubli and Thai Bangalore as well. You saw the road there. All of them has come together in defining this ecosystem together. In fact, Thai Kalburgi is also coming up shortly. So imagine these Thai chapters are becoming a very important element to strengthen the startup innovation ecosystem. Next slide, please. This is one significant achievement that we have done. You have all heard this news, but yes, we are ranked from 21 to 14 now in the world ecosystem right now. We are aiming to cross this above 10 mark by the coming report which come up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, pray for us. Our own ecosystem is doing a lot of work onto this. Next slide, please. Fact which the government of Karnataka has done in all across segments is be the part of the Beyond the Blue program, the Elevate programs. In fact, 30% of the Elevate winners are now from Beyond Bangalore. We have 70 crores fund of cluster seed fund which has been done by the government of Karnataka. We have got the LEAP program announced of 1,000 crores LEAP program announced, in which we found some of the work which has been done around 238 crores, which was there shown in the last slide. So all those work is part of the exercise that ecosystem is doing. Next slide, please. And all what we're trying to put together is now say that how this 1,000 crore LEAP program can impact a 4,000 crores worth value. Now that's the strategic directions that we are working on. So Madan, I have a question to you. In last 2-3 years, what you have seen a transformation work in the startup innovation ecosystem, and what you see the new wave in the future?
Sure, thank you. Namaskara. Yeah. Namaskara, everybody. Good evening. And first of all, a huge round of congratulations and kudos to the entire ecosystem, I would say, as Kdem as the torchbearer for the ecosystem. So kudos to all of us for seeing these wonderful numbers here. In fact, I was just telling Sanjeev specifically this because the annual day is a celebration, right? And we are here to celebrate the last few years and celebrate what's ahead. I would say three things have happened in the last 3 years, and three things should happen in the next 3 years. One is that the belief of entrepreneurs and startups in the state has gone up significantly. Not just Bangalore, but to say a startup in Mysore, Hubli. In fact, I was really a couple of days ago for the Tycoon Hubli, and the amount of enthusiasm that we saw there has gone up. Two, the ecosystem coming together to support these startups has dramatically increased. In fact, in the Tycoon Hubli, we had VCs coming in from Chennai, Hyderabad, Bombay, which was not visible 3-4 years ago. They're saying because we see good deals happening here. Similarly, Bangalore, we all saw Rohit and team put up such a fantabulous show for the first icon in Bangalore. We were all there. And icon Mysore is happening in a few weeks from now. So we see the ecosystem coming in. Third, I think the government aligning with the industry and working together has always been the strength. That I have seen with of course, Baby Garu and Ramani Garu and everybody here, with of course our ITBT, Rahul Ji is here. I think the fact that you listen, the industry and the government sits together to have a conversation on what is good, what is bad, how do we make it better. That's one part. What should happen in the next 3 years? Of course, all of these things must continue. But I see the opportunity, as you are saying, if every one of the beyond 30 districts of Karnataka were to become economic powerhouses, if we can envision each of those districts as $10 billion economies, which it will, many of them have been $5 to $6 billion already, or $4 to $6 billion. That 30,000, 3,300 Bangalore numbers beyond Bangalore startups, can we imagine when we are here 5 years hence? Can we say that there are not, we add another zero to that, say there are 33,000 startups that have emerged from these districts, each of them going on to solve local problems, because that is the power of AI. How do we envision that future where Karnataka and every district of Karnataka sets the tone of what happens when we envision a district that is digital and an entrepreneurship platform? I call it as deep, it's a light in the sky, but digital district economy and entrepreneurship platform. I think Kdem continues the shout out for talent, for technology and for democratization. The TTD of Tirupala Devasthanam will happen, and we should be able to see the Lord manifest in every district, showering riches on the district, and not just economic but social riches as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
May I request Sanjeev sir to come back here and also cover the talent accelerator point quickly as well. You can join sir as well.
Come on, Shubho, you are still well, don't worry. He has just gone out for a couple of overthrow now. Just be with me. And a high fever as well. Johnson is here?
Johnson is there.
Where is Johnson?
Johnson, if you can just come on stage for a while.
Okay. Yeah. Wherever he is. Okay. So we move ahead with this on the talent side. Just the next slide, please. What we have done is, under the chairpersonship of the two ministers, of the Honorable Minister for ITBT and Honorable Minister for the Skill Development, we have created this CHROs, and 75 CHROs come together and define a new program called Nipuna. Under the Nipuna programs, we were looking at industries to say their demand, and we did content, curriculum, everything is from the industry, and we partner with them with up to 40% of the cost. Very happy to share with you last, at least in financial year, we got, no, back please. Yeah. Yes. We got 4 corporate proposals which are now approved. We are just going live with them now. And we have almost reaching around 10,000 beneficiaries for that program. Government is very into that. We also go on demand assessments, and in fact, roughly around 5,000 women assessed on the beyond clusters, and we have these women who have also been hired by assessment by the various companies, including Sigma and many others. Yeah. You want to say something?
Yeah. So in the women at work, I think Sridevi is there. We had a good discussion. Sorry for my voice. I'm not keeping well, having running pressures. And thanks to Sanjeev sir for taking it up. We are coming up with a platform in association with Jobs for a Foundation. That is Harki. And the name of the platform is Maya. It's a built AI platform, which is going to help us in talent augmentation. So you have a job description and you have your profile, you upload both of them. It would match and create questions. So this is going to be a preparatory platform for the women who aspire to get into jobs. That's one thing. And this doesn't have boundaries. It is going to be for freshers or lateral. It's going to be agnostic across experience. Anybody can take the facility and try to go through some interviews. So that's all the interventions we have. The next proposal we have is from Microsoft, which is totally on emerging technologies. That is also on the way. So just to add a back, over to you.
Thank you. We also had a great leadership of Dr. Ramana Reddy sir from the Karnataka Skill Development Authority. And under his leadership, we've also come out with the Karnataka Skill Policy. Now, which is a very, very forthcoming policy. And in that policy, we also thought about bringing leaders across the world. We had a Karnataka Bangalore Skill Summit, which happened first edition and second edition. So those are the one which we worked together apart from the talent and the overall ecosystem perspective. Next slide, please. What we're looking at is, in fact, the industry academic association program where 100 corporates and 100 institutions are getting combined. The recent budget, thank you Government of Karnataka for approving the budget proposal for us, which is about setting up this industry partnership now at the grassroots level. And all these will be in the beyond region where have this partnership going on. We're looking at scaling from the Nipuna scheme, doing a partnership from X numbers now to looking at around total 15,000 plus beneficiaries, adding more in this coming year. We're also looking at creating a Smriti mission, which is about 100,000 students, which is going to be looked into more from a outcome-based hiring. That means you have this hiring done and then they pay for it. So later on, they have to pay not immediately. So I think these are initiatives we are looking at it under the leadership of our Dr. Ramana Reddy. We are also putting together the Karnataka Skill Strategic Intelligence Unit, which will be putting up the entire data sets like a dashboard that I showed you. Much deeper of that kind will be coming only for the skills perspective, and hopefully we'll be able to go live in the next couple of months or so, and then we'll show the progress of this part. With this, friends, partners who have been working with us, thank you so much for helping us put together the talent accelerator on a speed track. Thank you so much.
Excellent. I think that is a wonderful summary of all the different verticals. There's also another vertical which amplifies all this and takes it to the world, which is the social media and PR vertical. Gaurav Punjabi, whom you might have seen, very unique to look at. So I'm sure you all know who he is, those who know. To take a selfie with him, it gets more likes if you have a selfie with him. Nonetheless, thank you all, and thank you also to that vertical to amplify all these wonderful initiatives and take it out there. It's truly amazing to hear the depth of work. Gaurav, you want to come and say? Yeah, come on, please. Come. We were looking for you. All right. So over to Gaurav.
Wow. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for this opportunity. Also, key dignitaries who have been here. I'm going to take you through the quick social media stats, which covers all the website, social media, which covers LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We're getting into X right now, and also the WhatsApp communities that we have. Please note, over the last 4 years, this is all organic. We have not spent a single rupee on to boost or add budgets. This is all because of support and the energy that is coming from the industry. A big shout out to all the industry for the continuous support and the continuous trust that is that you show in us to be part of all the initiatives that goes from conference to website to webinars, roundtables, cluster events. Any format of the event, we've been getting very strong partnerships. And these are some big hand of applause to our PR agencies over the last 4 years, including the present, the sponsorship. We've had some fantastic, this is again organic in terms of interviews, stories, reactive messages, and also the press releases that covers all our initiatives from cluster events to MOUs to launches to reports. This is something that we have covered from vernaculars to national to even some of the global media. Also, just to highlight that, the WhatsApp communities. Next slide, please. Okay, just go back. WhatsApp communities, we'll share the QR codes. It's there on your table, and some of the QR codes on the sidelines. We have got one community. We got around 28 subgroups where we are catering to almost 4,000 people in the communities. It is very interactive. You have a query, industry jumps on to help you with solution. Any challenges in the domestic market, global markets across 20 odd countries. This is the power of the industry that we are getting together. And this is the power of solution, business solution that we are getting together under the brand umbrella of Kdem. So request one and all to take active participation, and everything that happens under these communities is only purely from the business and business oriented. So again, a very warm welcome and thank you one and all to be part of this power community building. And I think next 12 months again is going to be very exciting. We are expanding our own TAM. Last year to this year, our active participation has again doubled at every platform, in every form. So again, a big thank you.
Indeed, amazing numbers. We were delighted to see more than 51 million impressions in one overall as we saw it. May I request the whole team? Yeah, this is the whole team of Kdem. A big round of applause to all these wonderful people. They're doing something very complex, but doing it together. Great to see this amazing initiative where the Department of IT, BT, Electronics, along with Kdem and all the industry partners are doing something amazing for the state of Karnataka and for India itself. Big round of applause to all these wonderful members. And now, may I welcome Shri Rahul Sharnapaji, who is IAS Officer of the 2019 batch, currently serving as Director of Department of Electronics, IT, BT, Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka. And he's also holding the Managing Director of KITS, which is Karnataka Innovation and Technology Society. So big round of applause to Mr. Rahul as he comes on to stage. I have seen him when he was in Europe for a delegation visit, even though he has a small problem with the leg. Please sir, come. I have seen the commitment with which he tries to advertise and speak for Karnataka so that global investments are here, and it was great to see him at Tech Barbecue, and also Consul General Peter is here, and Rahul ji was also there. So over to you, Rahul. Please tell us what are the future plans.
Good evening everyone. Ramna Reddy sir, Naidu ji, Sanjeev ji, all the Kdem officials, staff, delegates, and all the industry leaders. Good evening. First of all, I'm very happy to be on the day of Kdem. When we talk about 5 years completion, I think we should acknowledge the thought, the genesis of Kdem. I think the genesis of Kdem was definitely acknowledging the limitations of the government of which I am part of, that we cannot know the thought, the heart, the pulse of the industry. And it happened way back in 2020, and it was under the leadership of Shri Ramna Reddy sir, who is here. And they envisaged having an organization consisting not of government officials, but from the industry who will work for the industry. So that genesis has led to what Kdem is, and we've all seen the achievements done in the last 3 or 4 years. Talking specifically about the department, I think I should talk about some of the initiatives as well as some of the budget announcements. Of course, I think this year, acknowledging the immense potential of beyond Bangalore, we have come with the K combinator, which was proposed by one of the partners in Bangalore, Mr. Rohit Butler, they came and told that we want to have an accelerator. So, K combinator has been approved, and one of Center of Excellences have been approved in the budget. One, of course, is in Raichur, which is Raichur, which is not so developed, developing area of the state. Along with that, two more Center of Excellences. There's a lot of talk about AI. I think Karnataka has always been some state which does a lot of interaction with the industry. We recently had a responsible AI committee where we had a brainstorming. Even in there, we are having a Center of Excellence on AI. Along with that, just as Sanjeev told about industry partnership here we have hit around 2.5 crores. We are trying to have a training bar, internship bar, exposure program for students. And this will be a collaboration between ITBT department, Kdem, as well as Department of Higher Education. Along with that, there is also an announcement for drone technology, drone testing park as well. Also, there is a announcement called Brains, Bangalore Research AI Zone, which will be set up near Devanahalli, which will have a presence of art park as well as ISC for incubation of startups. So this shows, I think, government, I think whatever changes, whatever is the requirement of the department of the industry, we are always ready to cater to the needs of it. Apart from that, you all must be, I think we have spoken enough about LEAP program, local economic acceleration program. Out of this, we have done already booked expenditure of 120 crores. The Geo came in August. In a matter of 7 months, we have booked expenditure of 120 crores, including the 60 crore infrastructure, but along with that, we have something called Elevate Deep Tech, where we will be giving startups funding up to 1 crore rupees. We already have programs such as boot camps. We already have programs for innovation labs, where we have already supported the engineering many of colleges. So I think LEAP will definitely be a game changer. I think I'm very optimistic about it, and I hope many of the industry leaders who are present here will provide very valuable inputs for the same. Along with that, I think ESDM, of course, I think Ajay ji has been leading it from Kdem. ESDM also was doing quite well. Just last week, one of the companies we gave incentives of up to 180 crores incentives. I think Karnataka is one state when we say in the policy that we have these are the incentives we provide. We ensure that we give it and we give it in record time. So I think Kdem also has been very instrumental in creating awareness about the incentives, getting into investments. So kudos to Kdem. Along with that, regarding skills, of course, Nipuna is another scheme which we are very optimistic about. One it's a very unique scheme where we reimburse the training cost. We see that many of the students after they finish their engineering, they get into companies, and then there is a finishing school in the companies. So we wanted to preempt that skilling phase where we told you train these individuals beforehand before they get into the industry, and we will give you 40% of the cost of training, provided you employ certain part of it, certain proportion of it. And already with the help of Kdem, we have identified 4 training partners, and it is going well. So I think the next cohort also will be selecting soon. As per the last BTS, I think in the last BTS, the new IT policy was launched, not because the term was over, but we realized that the ecosystem demands are changing, the ecosystem requirements are changing, and because of that, we have to update our policies. The IT policy got changed, the startup policy got changed, space tech policy was launched, and we again set up a new center of excellence on space tech in Ananta near airport, which again shows that we are setting up a new center of excellence. In Beyond Bangalore, in the coming year again we are setting up 3 more centers of excellence. In the last 6 months, we have set up 3 centers of excellence already. As a matter of fact, one COEV institute, I think there was a proposal by one of the institutions, that is IIIT Harvard. They were quite ambitious of setting up one center for quantum technologies. One vendor came and told that we please set up. They were ready to provide a simulator for the quantum technology, but we were adamant that no, it is not. We don't want a simulator. We want an actual quantum computer to be set up in one of the education institutes. So it's one of the very few institutions, I think, in Asia which has its own quantum computer in the campus, and students are able to access it. Lastly, I'd like to tell that anything which happens in the department, the reason why we have been able to be successful, I'd say, is because of the immense industry consultation we have. and Kdem has always been a part of it. In the last 5 years, they have done very well. You all of you saw the report now, but I think the infancy phase is over, and as many of the dignitaries online, as many of the dignitaries who spoke, I think the youth stage of Kdem has come, and all the VPs as well as the CEOs, led by Chairman Naidu and all, they are geared up, and we hope at least there is a 5x improvement in the increase in the achievements they have done. And I'm very confident about seeing the potential and the work. I'm very confident they'll be able to attain it. Lastly, again, the doors of the department are always open for any suggestions, for any updates, or just that you are in Bangalore and you don't have a place to go, you can always come to the department for a cup of coffee. So we are always open for your suggestions and inputs. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rahulji, for that wonderful motivation in the end. Inspiring everyone to aim even higher. So that's a very interesting call to action as well. And talking about action, may I now call upon both STPI leadership as well as Kdem leadership to come on stage for the MOU exchange between Software Technology Parks of India and Kdem. So let's give a big round of applause as they come on stage. Sanjeev Gupta ji, Naidu ji. Also, Sri Ramana Reddy, please come on stage as they exchange their MOU. Sir, please, come. From STPI, Sri Arvind Kumar, DG of STPI, and Sanjay Tyagi ji, please come on stage as we have the MOU and release. A big round of applause for all the wonderful delegates coming on stage. A big round of applause. Yes. You can come a little forward. Maybe there. Yeah. Sanjeev, थोड़ा आगे आ जाओ. You can come a little front. Thank you very much. Big round of applause to both the organizations and the very best as they continue to accelerate and scale their ambitions. May I request Sri Arvind Kumar, DG of STPI, to please give his address and also share what they would like to achieve in the coming years together and also helping each other achieve their objectives. Over to Mr. Arvind Kumar.
Good evening. Namaskar. Respected Ramana sir, Naidu sir, Sanjeev Gupta CEO, other dignitaries on the front end, other dignitaries on other chairs, innovators, investors, startups. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really a privilege to be part of Kdem annual summit. Huge congratulations to all the team. Today I was able to meet the whole team of Kdem. Now I can understand from where Sanjeev Gupta is getting a lot of energy. He's always energetic, he's always enthusiastic, lot of things. But I was thinking, where is the secret of this, secret sauce of Sanjeev lies in the team. The second is E.B. Naidu sir, who is in STPI, who is always in STPI, today is in STPI. I always feel like he's in STPI. And it is his consistent follow-up, consistent commitment that I have to come. Now today I can understand why people are so much fan of STPI, because Naidu sir has been the director in STPI. This is his continuous effort to, wherever he is, whether Kdem or in STPI, he always wants to have very commitment to the state, to the country, to the IT industry, to the GCC, to the startup, and everybody sitting here. Today's this MOU is like a formal marriage, but we are already in affairs since last 2-3 years. So not only affair, we are living, we are working together since last 3 years. Sanjay Tyagi joined this STPI directorate. And this is a formal marriage. We are now work more closely with some of the projects. I am sure this will assist startups to grow, to scale up, to collaborate in many manners with the industry, STPI, and the Kdem. Today, all focus is more on startup of the STPI. And that focus is now, if you see, now it is a phase 2 of startup ecosystem. Phase 1, when we have seen consumer internet types of the startup which came, SaaS were there, fintech were there. Now it is not a small or circular shift, actually structural shift. Now startups are not talking about valuation, now they are talking about more capability. This structural shift is, I can see it from the mid of 2022 or somewhere in 2023. Now mind of investors has also changed. Now with these new startups, new domains, deep tech, three things are generally startups are looking at, and investors also looking for the same. Because startups and investors work very closely. One is on tech, and second is more on now manufacturing. So now somebody asked me who is firm believer of multiplying by 5x, 10x their money. He says which is the next IPO should be wait for. I said you just some manufacturing company to come forward. That is only manufacturing company can create your money 10 times or 20 times. Just wait for that IPO to come. I think this is the boom which we are looking at in manufacturing. Startups are now or investors also looking now with this new which is phase 2 growth cannot be projected. It has to be demonstrated. And today, if you see, there are a number of startups. We are having more than around 4,000 startups, I must say, which is working in the deep tech. And the whole 4 years ecosystem which has been created by either government of India or government of Karnataka. This help innovators to get more confidence in them. Before, if you see 15, 16, there was hardly any startup. If there were few startups, that was only in Bengaluru. There may be my few friends. Otherwise, at my time when I did engineering, either you in government job or you in the private job. There is no third like a startup, innovator we can't think of. After 15, 16, a movement came, multiple scheme of government of India, couple of scheme from government of Karnataka, taken the shape, and now to start thinking about the startup innovations, creating their own companies. And naturally, when you will start something, you will pick the low-hanging fruits. And these low-hanging fruits were available in the form of some consumer internet, fintech, and SaaS. Now we got the confidence that we can, yes, we can become the enterprise, we can do something better. And now startups which are really serious, they start thinking about how to create a sustainable system, how we create capability, not just the revenue, not just the valuation. It is a long-term strategy, what should be done by the startups. Now, investors are also very educated. Now capital has become very selective. Now, whole market of the startup is from liquidity driven to, I can say, commercial driven. Whole paradigm shift has been, and there are, I see the Kdem data also. From the Kdem dashboard, it appears that it is not that they have completed 5 years. In fact, seems they have completed 50 years. So it should be golden jubilee for them. What any small organization can achieve in 50 years, they have achieved in the 5 years. So they have shift the zero from right to left, which is not 50, it's 505, and this one the golden jubilee for them. This is data is not for Kdem, this is our country's strength. We have done Global AI Impact Summit in Delhi last month. You'll see 20 big global leaders were present there. They were talking. They were not only talking to themselves, they were talking to the startups. They were looking what the innovation is happening in this country. They were engaged with our many innovators, many startups. We have more than 500 deep tech startups present in that Global AI Impact Summit. More than 900 companies were there. And these companies, people were thinking that now there is no time for the IT companies, but you know, best of the stall for deep tech was by the IT companies, whether it is Infosys or whether it is TCS, they have demonstrable product there. This is big shift. Now, Global AI Impact Summit has shown to the whole world that yes, we can do it, we are doing it. We had 22 head of governments were present, 20 global leaders were present, 900 plus companies were present. This is the scale which we have seen in Delhi in the last month only. We have shown to the world that yes, we can lead in the AI and we are doing it. Today, therefore, investors should be very cautious about that. This is their responsibility that they should guide a startup in a manner. They should not just keep investing in the startups which are just giving the valuation to them. They should look into what are their pathways for the commercialization, what is their GTM clarity, whether any certification is required, whether they are able to create some certifications mechanism in their organization or not, whether they are looking for the IP generation or not. This is all should be seen. As I said, now projections, you can't have the growth by the projection. You have to demonstrate your growth, whatever you are doing. When I said about Naidu sir, so he's into for whole Kdem, I can see. When last time we did the Bangalore Tech Summit, so one of directors suggested, why not we give Lifetime Achievement Award to him? I said, no, it's not the time. He has to much more do to the industry. Let us give some different award to him. That Lifetime Achievement Award can wait for some times more. And I think this is how he has shown that today. That's in the 1 year, what more he have added to it. This is all that Naidu sir is contributing to this country, contributing to us, have already been contributed to STPI and contributing to state government as such. Now, startups should be more serious. They should solve the real problems to the country, real problems of the world. This is, and valuation should not be just by valuation, it should be capability valuation for each and every startups. We should focus, as I said, basically on 3 big sectors. One sector is, as I said, manufacturing, which is going to come in a very big manner in this country. Second is deep tech. And third is we should also equally think, especially looking at this geopolitical situation, that how to create a strategic independence in technology. A strategic independence should be now our first and foremost important as on date. Whether it is now startup can help us in reducing the carbon by creating some good startup in climate tech, whether they can reduce our export revenue, or they can reduce the revenue which we are giving to the defense sector, whether they put some technology in the defense, whether they can do something and they can create some good startup in semiconductor, which can become the part of global supply chain of the semiconductor. I think these are the startups we must focus, and investors should also look into those startups who have created maybe more than 100 patents, those who are looking more towards new innovations and more sustainable business. Forex outflow, these startups can also work on that. And now, the one important difference which has come since 2021 and now this domestic investment is also coming in the sector, in the startup, in very meaningful manner, which was not coming till maybe 2021. Now this domestic investors also have been so much educated, they have been so much technologically sound, then they are also contributing a lot to this startup ecosystem. Only thing is, today whole investment is more concentrated on this consumer internet and more on now AI hype, but these are naturally requirement of the startup, but I think now investors should also start focusing on other sector as well. Innovations are coming now. The big change which I can see, that not only the new innovators which are directly coming from the college, but now I can see good scientists from ISRO, DRDO, and various IITs are leaving their jobs and coming and joining with the innovators to create some good new startups in this country. These are the big changes which we can see, and I'm sure with this we can create a new country, a new Bangalore, new Karnataka. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that inspiring vision and helping lay out where the VCs should. The presence of Sri Ajay Vij, Managing Director of Accenture, and also Ms. Paroma Chatterjee from Revolut. Thank you for being here. Your presence inspires us and adds great strength to the initiatives that we do. We now have a short video of the Global Technology Center, or the GTC, because we saw now an MOU about what will be done. Here is something that's already done, and let's witness, in this short video, what happens here in Mysore.
big round of applause. Space for innovation, space for collaboration is getting built. So the government does what it says, and therefore this is the power of the ecosystem and people working together. Great to see this. I remember many years ago in the past, people would start and then where is the infrastructure? Here, the answer is already there, and this is the beauty of working together. Congratulations to the cluster head and Kdem and Department of ITBT for enabling the industry and the ecosystem to work together and accelerate their work. Now, we heard wonderful scaling up of ambition in the end, right? Everybody said now we have to go 10x, 15x, and so on. But when we really need to scale, the message has to reach the heart. And to reach the heart, we have to take the messaging in a very unique way to the people. And to do this, Kdem has done something very unique. Yes, Kdem has done something very unique. All that work that has been done over the last 5 years, let's say 5.5, 6 years, has been tried to be put into a song and an anthem which gives the energy to take on the next decade of work. So may I now call upon Dr. Ramana Reddy to please come on stage, as he will give us a short brief also, how this journey started, and then we would ask him to officially release the anthem and all of you to witness its release here. So over to Sri Ramana Reddy, who after a short speech will release the anthem. Release.
So I have to press this? Yes. It seems lyrics are by Sanjeev.
From the Western Ghats to the Bay of Light, Karnataka's vision takes fearless flight. We make digital economy strong, carrying India's dream along. We code the dawn, we shape the day. The world's no one will lead the way. KDM, we march as one under India's rising sun. From every town to the global stage, Karnataka is the future's stage. GCC stand with a global might, guiding the world with Karnataka's light. ASTM is a steady hand, citizen circuits for future lands. From startups bold to rural streams, we turn each spark into lasting dreams. KDM, we march as one under India's rising sun. From every town to the global stage, Karnataka rise the future's stage.
Shri Arvind Kumar, Shri B.V. Naidu, Shri Sanjeev Gupta, Mr. Bhaskar, Mr. Sanjay, Shri Ajay Vich, Sunil Deshpande, Rahul, Mrs. Uma Reddy, Consul Generals from Italy and Denmark, Madan Padki, and all the industry stalwarts. At 7:18, Jose Jacob did a mischief and said, I should talk. I was never expecting this. So anyway, I'll tell you how Kdem has come into the being. IT contributes 25% to the GSDP of Karnataka. Biotech contributes 10%. So Rahul's department contributes 35% to the GSDP. In 2000, Sri S.M. Krishnaji, for the first time in the country, formed Department of IT and BT. I was made the first director of IT, BT and first MD of KITS. 3.5 years I was there. At that time, Mr. B.V. Naidu was Director STPI. Mr. Vivek Kulkarni used to be my boss, Secretary IT. At that time, many states didn't have STPI, but Karnataka, STPI was started in Mysore, STPI was started in Mangalore, STPI was started in Hubli Dharwad. We have taken, along with Naidu ji, we have taken Mr. S.M. Krishna and Mr. Pramod Mahajan to Hubli, Mysore, I think Hubli, Mangalore, everywhere. Idea was everybody knows Bangalore, Bangalore contributes to IT, but we should spread it to other places. But nothing much could happen. That is because what exactly Mr. Rahul has said, that industry's pulse only industry will know. And Karnataka government's IT department is the smallest department, though contributes 35% of GSDP. We were a bunch of people in Bangalore only, Karnataka, not in entire Karnataka. Minimum government, maximum governance, actually we follow. But how to reach other places? Fortunately, I came back as Additional Chief Secretary in 2019 of IT, BT and SNT. And 23, I retired as ACS, IT, BT and SNT. Then again, we had discussions with people like Mr. B.V. Naidu ji, because he is the Bhishma of IT in Karnataka. I am seeing him from almost 2000, but he was there from 92 in STPI Bangalore. So we thought we should start one organization which will function as a bridge between the department and industry. So then we thought we should start this Karnataka Digital Economy Mission, first time in the country. There also we felt the maximum share capital should be from the industry, not the government. So we felt 51% share capital we will give it to the industry, 49% only we will have. 51% we wanted to give it to three people, 17% each. One is IESA. IESA immediately agreed and we have said yes, you are on board. Other is ASOCHAM. ASOCHAM immediately agreed. We wanted NASCOM because IT, how can it be without NASCOM? So Devyani Ghosh was the president of NASCOM. I had spoken to her. She said we never contributed or we never went with any state government. We are a government all India level body. I said no. You might not have done it, but Bangalore is different. 40% we give to you from IT, you have to contribute. So fortunately she has agreed. Then this is an industry body. For 51% is by the industry. Always Mr. Naidu says for the industry and by the industry, Kdem. So same, this is for the industry and by the industry. So that is how it came into the being. And I'm very happy that, in fact, first 2 years went in COVID only. But in the next 3 years, this was formed, GO was issued on 3rd August 2020. In 5 years, tremendous progress has achieved. That is again because of the two people sitting here. One is Mr. Sanjeev Gupta and one is Mr. B.V. Naidu. Mr. B.V. Naidu, as I said, is the evergreen and he is respected by the entire IT industry. So he has really contributed, given the guidance. But there is one more high energy person who first worked in Government of India, Central Government Department, and then worked in Accenture, Microsoft, different places. That is Mr. Sanjeev Gupta. All this could happen because of these two people with the support of the Department of ITBT. And I would like, whatever has happened, I would like to congratulate entire Kdem and Kdem CEO, Chairman and Kdem team. And one last thing is, I have seen for the last 20, now I think 26 years, IT industry here, Karnataka IT and biotechnology has grown only because of the industry, academia, and government participation. No other state has such a long bonding I have not seen in any other state, where all three contribute, all three, we are always first in formulating policies. You take IT, BT, startup, even startup policy, I think we made first compared to Government of India, I think. Even ESDM policy, every policy we were first to do it in the country, because that is because all of you give us ideas, give us suggestions, contribute, then we come out with the policies. In fact, as Rahul mentioned, we never failed in our promises. Always we delivered as incentive. Many states promise but finally don't deliver, give the incentive. We never have faltered in giving the incentive on right time, whatever we have promised. So everything I will give the credit to the industry, academia and government togetherness and participation. I once again congratulate Kdem, and I thank all of the industry representatives, whoever is here, not only whoever is here, but entire industry of IT and BT to have made this possible. Thank you.
Really incredible message, and thank you for sharing that wonderful history, Dr. Reddy. You know, Dr. Reddy continues to serve even now as chairman of the Karnataka Skill Development Authority. All of you in IT will agree that the future, will work if the skill equation is solved right, especially given that AI is going to be the big disruptor of the future. We now have the release of the report of Kdem. We can release it now, yeah. So may I now request the report to be brought on stage. All the delegates on the first row to please come on stage, including Consul General, Ms. Uma Reddy, whoever can come, please come on stage. We release the Kdem report. Also, you will have the QR code, so all of you can, in the audience can, view the report as well. So may I request all of you, let's give a big round of applause. This is the report of Kdem. Yes, could I call Mr. Sunil Deshpande from and Mr. Ajay Vej and Ms. Paroma. Madanji, please come on stage as we release this report. May I request Sanjeev ji and you have to check if Sanjeev. Can you check where Sanjeev is? Okay. I think they will come in. Just 1 second. We'll ask Sanjeev ji and Naidu ji also to join us. Okay. Sanjeev, please. Yes. Yeah. Oh, one more. Is there one more paper? Okay. It's there, sir. Thank you very much. And there is the QR code for those who would like to scan and download. May I request Sri B.V. Naidu ji, Chairman of Kdem, to please give us his address, especially given that the great ambitions have been set, the anthem is there, the motivation and energy is already there in the room. So over to you, sir, to tell us how we can get this executed.
Just to bear with me for 10 more minutes, I'll be very short. And of course, our guest of honor has already left the hall, and Minister, we couldn't have him He is busy still in the assembly, I believe, still not completed. First of all, I must tell you that the whole Kdem, we always believe that it is a movement. It is not a function of an organization. It is a movement and it is a mission that we collectively taken up between the industry and the government. That is the reason I think Dr. Ramana Reddy has mentioned why did we create this hybrid organization. This is hybrid in many, many ways, you know. I'm standing here on behalf of the board of Kdem. Board is a very unique board. I should also call our youngest board member, Rahul. Rahul ji, can you just step onto the dais, please? The reason why I called him is, I'm not in the government, right? I'm outside the government now. I'm the industry member representing industry. Rahul, who is our youngest board member, is the director IT. This is the collaboration that we always wanted, right? And that is what actually happened in Kdem. The reason why Kdem became very functionally successful is because of the support from the government and of course all the industry members. So you should also know Rahul has been different. He has been transferred, then the minister brought him back. You know why? And last of many years I've seen that the budget is not being spent in the department. And he is the one, last 1 year, he made sure all the incentives got released. And you know, that does not really happen. He takes the support of the Kdem and makes sure that the incentives of the ESDM are done, incentives of the Beyond Bangalore are done, incentives, many, many incentives. We don't know what are all. Thank you, Rahulji, for the excellent thing. And today I'm missing my co-chairman, Manjula. She is at another secretary, very progressive. She is a very detailing secretary. This secretary, as soon as she taken over, she came for the first board meeting and spent more than 4 to 5 hours in Kdem office to understand everything. Then onwards, her commitment levels have gone up. And that is what is Manjula. And of course, we have Bhaskar, he is our board member, and Ashok. Where is Ashok? Ashok Chandak. He is from representing the IESA, he is also on the board. And then finance secretary. I don't know, some of you must have met or might not have met. He's another finest progressive officer. He's also on the board. This finance secretary is a open office. His doors are always open for the people. So that kind of a progressive government officers and also the industry representatives representing the different industry bodies, and that is the collaboration of the Kdem which is driving this board, and that is how thankfully we could identify Sanjeev. Sanjeev is a person, if Sanjeev hai, sab kuch mumkin hai. That is what he, so he likes the challenges. So we throw up the challenges, and he maybe 10 days back that we need to create an anthem, and he delivered this anthem today, So that is what is Sanjeev, and he is a really high energy driver, and our team members are there. Added to this, and of course any new organizations coming, there are a lot of challenges are there. To counter some of those challenges, we wanted to broaden the board. We got that advisory board. We don't want to leave Dr. Ramana Reddy, so we brought him as a advisory board member. Thank you, Dr. Ramana Reddy. We also got Atik ji, another finest officer, as a board member, and to the advisory board member. And then also we have Santosh and Pavan Ranga from Mysore, and who else? Venkatesh from Belgaum. They are all here. Rohit Bhatt, of course, he is actually changed the perspective of the Mangalore and changed the perspective how a Kdem and industry leader can change the complete roadmap in a city. That is what is the collaboration. Of course, Dr. Sanjay Tyagi, he is also, we brought him. If you look at the STPI, it's been there for many years, but last 2 years, this gentleman, Sanjay Tyagi, completely changed, and changed in many, many ways. And he's like a corporate leader when it comes. He's the one who just came out and said that, I want to work along with the Kdem, and that is how this MOU has been done. He wanted to deliver more and more, and also he's running a data center, and the state government has given him a 60 crore data center for STPI to operate. He's like a corporate leader. These are all the people coming together to strengthen the Kdem, and we miss the minister, unfortunately, but he is another wonderful gentleman. I always tell, probably you people seeing this in the paper, when it comes to the politics, he's the toughest political leader and more vocal, toughest political leader. When it comes to the department, he is like a bureaucrat. When he interacts with the corporate, he is like a corporate leader. What more you need? This is the best of the best times for Karnataka. I always tell the minister that, it is the best of best time for Karnataka, and Karnataka is lucky to have him, to support him. We created all these things, right? I told you about the secretary, how able she is, and we have the director. And the STPI MOU, I must tell you, another thing that STPI MOU can deliver, lot of government of India incentives are not flowing because of political reasons. So we wanted to quietly use this STP as a vehicle to get those, government incentives to help our startups. That is the other reason we brought in the STPI. I'm sure that Dr. Tyagi will deliver, and Arvind Kumar as a DG has been very, very supportive. So these are all the strength of the minister. Minister is our leader. So we brought in the industry leader, we brought in the bridge from the government of India, we brought in the industry associations, all of them are working for the progress of the Karnataka and to our leader. That is the advantage. I don't get into the ESDM vertical and other vertical, they're all there. But what you should know is, this is by industry for industry. When we created in ESDM, spoke to JC, I told him, you need to come and head this task group to make sure that, what is industry needed gets delivered by the Kdem. So he came with another, Sanjeev is here, and they created a complete blueprint, and that blueprint is being implemented, and our Ajay is a fantastic leader, is working with this KSDM working group. Likewise, the GCC has become a challenge. GCCs are going two challenges. I think somebody mentioned, we have people have a perception this Hyderabad is growing. Only yesterday we had the first meeting of the GCC, and of course Bhaskar is here. I told Bhaskar, you may be head of the southern region, but you must know that you have a responsibility as a Kdem board member. So obviously, even though you are head of the complete south, you have a first responsibility is to deliver that what we wanted here. So that is, I wanted from Bhaskar. And then Lingaraju. I told Lingu, I known him since 1992 because when he's a young salesperson, his first business order I gave when I was in STPI. So he got that when he's working in Wipro. So he has some kind of, then he said he has agreed to head this, the GCC task group. And I told them, task group, you create a very actionable 10-point agenda, what we need to do so that Bangalore will continue to have its leadership. And not just that, Bangalore also have the spokes around Bangalore, the Karnataka spokes. That is going to change the perspective, and he is seriously working on that. Beyond Bangalore, I need not tell that you saw that on the dash, how seamless collaboration between the government, Kdem, and the industry has been working for the Beyond Bangalore. Startup and innovation. We're missing Prashant, Prashant here, but Prashant is another leader who is supporting the Kdem. He's on our board, but Prashant and Madan and Naganand, they're all there to create, again, a action plan for our STPI, our Kdem team to deliver. I think they are delivering, right, Madan? He already told that, And Talent Accelerator, that is the easiest job because Ramana Reddy has come in the Skill Development Authority and is taking care of creating that blueprint for Kdem guys to implement. And I'm sure that our Kdem team will implement. So with all this, the message, the key message, what you are getting is Kdem along with the government is working for an inclusive growth, looking forward to this inclusive growth, not just for Bangalore, not just for one sector, but for every district, every cluster, and every community in Karnataka. This is possible only through the cooperation from the industry, government, and from every member of the ecosystem. And as I told you, Kdem is a movement. This movement will make sure that Karnataka GDP, dashboard what Sanjeev has presented, will make sure that we'll deliver that. And let's all collaborate together, innovate together, and lead together to make Karnataka proud, to make India proud. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that wonderful message and summarizing all the previous presentations. It's really incredible to see the synergy and synthesis across all these sectors. Those of you who have been at earlier Kdem annual day event know that unless there is interaction, it's not fun. So this is the session which is really the most awaited, where we'll have a interaction with all the industry leaders. So may I ask you to put the slide on stage of all the industry leaders who are here as they set up the stage with the chairs. Yeah, okay. So maybe we have a video of Minister Priyank Kharge and a few leaders. So we play that video, and then of course Sanjeev sir says we can have interaction outside immediately after the vote of thanks. So we just play this video and then vote of thanks and networking and interaction. Thank you.
What Kdem is doing is something really out of the box, playing the right or the perfect fit between industry and the government.
Working with the Karnataka government and all of its initiatives to continue to secure the leading position that the state has as the tech capital of the country, as the hotbed for startups, and I would say the headquarters for GCCs as well.
Specialist in the startup world, in the kind of a momentum to build tier 2 cities and what we call as clusters, Hubli, Dharwad, Belgaum cluster, Mysore cluster, Mangalore cluster, and all the various initiatives done under Karnataka Digital Economy Mission.
Kdem has been a definite star in highlighting all of the good things industrially, entrepreneurially that are happening in the HDB cluster.
Kdem has taken all the industries together, the government, and we are all very proud of Kdem's performance in the last couple of years. I think they are going great guns.
Thanks to Kdem for their support to all these initiatives. We look forward to Belgaum becoming one of the major IT hub of Karnataka. Thank you.
Great way to summarize the digital economy mission event, messages which are digital. And last but not the least, may I now invite Wing Commander PN Krishna Kumar, who is the CAO of Kdem, Chief Administrative Officer, to give us the vote of thanks, and after which networking will be open.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I find the Josh a bit sagging. How is the Josh? Oh, I can't hear you. How is the Josh? Okay, good evening, distinguished guests, respected leaders, partners, colleagues, and dear friends. Standing here today fills me with immense gratitude. This annual day of Karnataka Digital Economy Mission is not just an event. It's a celebration of belief, collective effort, and the dreams we are shaping together for Karnataka's digital future. A special heartfelt thank you to you, Chairman Sir, Sri B.V. Naidu, who inspired address and steady guidance continue to strengthen this mission. Sir, your leadership has turned Kdem into an institution of trust, execution, and impact. We are truly grateful for your vision and belief in what we can achieve. To our Kdem board members, advisory board, task group leaders, cluster leaders, industry anchors, thank you for being the pillars on which the mission stands. Your tireless efforts and deep commitment continue to widen Karnataka's digital footprint across our regional clusters. To our industry partners who have reached early today from GCC, ESDM, Deep Tech, FinTech, academia, investors and PR agencies of Kdem who have been associated with us for the past 5 years, your partnership is the force that keeps us moving forward. Every milestone we celebrate today in talent clusters, manufacturing and startup carry your footprint. Thank you for your trust and for walking the journey with us. Thank you. Our heartfelt appreciation also goes to our global partners, consulates, GIAs, trade mission and international delegation. You bring the world to Karnataka and take Karnataka to the world. Your support opens new doors, new collaborations and new horizons of innovation. To the startup community who have joined us today and innovators, you are the heartbeat of our ecosystem. Your passion, courage and relentless drive remind us of every day why Karnataka is a beacon of innovation. Thank you for daring to dream and for pushing the boundaries the rest of us haven't even imagined yet. Thank you, startup community and innovators. Above all, not the last, I want to recognize Team Kdem, past and present, for the last 5 years behind your every achievement, every initiative, every milestone. There's hard work, your dedication, and your belief in our mission that we will take Karnataka forward. You are the soul of this organization, and tonight I want to express my deepest appreciation to each one of you of Kdem team. A big round of applause for the Kdem team, please. Notwithstanding, I have another announcement to make. The Bangalore Tech Summit, the big one, is scheduled for November 2026. By the time we reach in another 7 months, we want to see the numbers increasing, if not by 5x, at least by 3x. That's what we promise as we leave today. Finally, to everyone gathered here this evening, thank you for your presence and patience, your support and your faith in what we are building. Together, we are not just shaping Karnataka's digital journey, we are shaping its future, district by district, startup by startup, talent by talent. So please join me when I say, Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Karnataka! Jai Karnataka! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. As we move to the networking hall, the bar is open, the dinner is served. Thank you.
Thank you very much and have a nice evening, and hope everyone gets a chance to network with each other. Thank you. We can have some music playing.
I request all the Kdem team members to please gather up on the stage for a photo op with the chairman and all the dignitaries present here. Team Kdem, please join up on the stage.
Karnataka's vision takes fearless flight. We make digital economy strong, carrying India's dream along. We code the dawn, we shape the day. The world's no one will lead the way. Kdem, we march as one.
Kdem guys, please.
India's rising sun, from every town to the global stage. Karnataka cards the future's played. GCC stand with a global might, guiding the world with Karnataka's light. ASDM is a steady hand, citizen circuits for future lands. From startups bold to rural streams, we turn
Check one, two. Check one.
We have the Kdem team on stage, please.
Shubho. Sanjay sir, you are requested to please come up on stage. Rahul sir, please requested to come on stage. Sir. We'll have plenty of time for networking on the other side of the room. Please come. The people from ICIA, delegate. Photographer is not getting space. Can I have some path for the photographer, please? Thank you, ma'am. गौरव के पंजाबी, सुबिन